Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we'll take a look at this latest Broly Super from SH Figuarts. Okay, so this is it guys. This is the Broly that I think most of you have been waiting for, including myself. At the first, when I first saw the promo picture, it looks pretty lame to me that they actually released this version. But as I look more into the prototype pictures and so on, especially with the heads given, wow, I can't just wait for it. So now I finally have it and I must say it's looking very good. But let's take a look at the box first. Okay, so you can see the box is it's pretty tall because he's a tall guy, but he's not as big as what I hope him to be, but he's the power down version. Oh, before that, maybe I should show a comparison. I haven't opened this guy up yet for review. I was thinking to do him first and then while waiting for him, but he came pretty fast. So I decided to review him first because I know all of you guys are waiting for him, while this guy is actually pretty old by now. So I'll do him after this. Okay, so you can see the box size is, this one is a much bigger guy and also a lot more thicker than he is. Okay, and as for the box behind, you can see is looking very good. So far the Dragon Ball series with all the pictures that they post is very nice with all the action poses. Okay, so and you can see the box comparison, this is very much larger. Okay, so I'll do this guys later. Wow, I will show you guys this now. Okay, so let's open it up. Okay, so this is Broly right out of the box. Let's take a closer look. My god, man. Wow, just look at the face. Okay, so this is very nicely done. I especially like this head a lot. I'll tell you why later. So we just look at the armor. Wow, my god, this is something new that you can see, which I will actually go through it later as well in the articulations sections. So let's look at the details for now. Wow, my god, I mean, this actually looks pretty ugly to me before I watched the movie, but after I watch it I kind of know that why he have this. So now it looks pretty good to me after knowing why he have this with him. Okay, wow, just look at the scar. It's actually not just painted on it, it's actually a mold. You can feel all the scars. This one here. Okay, and of course the face. The face I think is actually painted on it because I can't feel the scar. Yeah. Okay, so wow, this is feeling very good. Maybe to you guys who have actually have the full power Broly may not be very surprised about this, but as for me, because I haven't opened that up, so this feels rather great to me. Okay, maybe to you guys it's nothing special. Okay, okay, very nice. There's actually some shadings on the muscle. Not sure whether it shows on the camera, but from my end here I can see there are some shadings which makes the muscle looks very nice. You can see the different tones on it. Okay, and the hair is very nicely done. I think this is entirely new mold for the hair because I don't believe any of the characters is having this hair. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time I see this hair. I don't think the full power Broly is having this hair as well. It's much more bigger and larger and fluffier or something like that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the articulations. Okay, so for the articulation, with the hair looking great and all over the place, I can already tell that it will actually hinder some of the articulations. So looking left and right, there isn't much problem unless you decided to turn it a lot, then there will be start to have some blockage here by the hair, and he can't look up at all because of the hair as well, and he can look down pretty good. Okay, looking up, not very good actually. So we'll see other heads whether it will have any difference later. And I mentioned that this is something very nice because they actually comes with a joint this time. I'm not sure about the full power Broly whether it's having the same design, but if I'm not mistaken, the Gogeta one is just something just to push in without a real joint here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is something new for me. Maybe the full power Broly is already having this, which I'm not so sure yet. Okay, so this is nice. It's another nice design that you can actually move around without having to fear that you will break it. So because you can actually open it up before you do the articulations like what I'm doing now. And there's a butterfly joint, as you can see, and also there's a bicep swivel over here, nicely done. And there's a double joint elbow. Let me see. Yep, there's a double joint elbow right here. So okay, you can pick him out. Okay, so if you're afraid of breaking anything, you can actually pop it out first and then put it back in. Okay, so as for the waist, there's two areas of articulations. One's here, one is at the middle of the chest, so you can see he can turn down. Let's see. Okay, so this movement is pretty okay. Can turn left and right. You can bend down pretty, not very much. Let me see. Yep, because of the blocking over here, and you can't really bend much, but you can really tell the articulation is pretty much there, just that this part is actually blocking it, and there's no way that you can take it out. Yep, and I don't think you should. Okay, so there's the legs movement is actually hindered by it, although this is a soft I'm not sure it's no, it's not plastic. I think it's some sort of rubber, so you can pretty much move, but you will still block it anyhow. Okay, but still can move pretty freely. Okay, double joint knee. Okay, can do a kick even with this blocking it. You can still do a kick. And the leg, there's a big ball joint on the leg, sorry. Okay, and then there's a toe hinge here. Okay, so you can still do a pretty much good movement on the legs even though there's some blockage here, but I don't think it's recommended for us to have the dynamic poses for a long period of time, because this will eventually lose its elastic, and then you might have the wide open cloth at the end of the day. So it's not going to look pretty. Okay, and I do notice one thing just now. There's a joint over here that you can actually move it backward, like when he's farting. I'm just kidding. Okay, so there's a joint here, not very obvious. Maybe you can see it this way. Yep, see? Okay, not very effective, but it still works. Okay, which is very thoughtful of them to include this. Okay, now let's take a look at the accessories that comes with this one. Okay, so as you can already see, this big guy here doesn't really come much. Okay, so let's go through the hands first. He comes with a pair of closed fist hands that's on the figure as always, and then he comes with a pair of hands which looks like he's actually trying to grab someone, or if you have the Kamehameha ball that comes with the older Broly, he can hold it as well. Okay, so and then he have this kind of hands like posing hands to me. Yeah, doesn't look much like a slapping hand. And if I'm not mistaken, all of the Broly actually come with these 3 sets of hands, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, I'll let you to let me know. But if I'm not wrong, they always come with these 6 pair of hands. I mean 3 pairs of hands. Okay, so this Broly actually have another options, which is this thing. It's like a necklace that he wear around his neck to control him from being overpowered, being turned into the superpower Broly. But of course this eventually failed and he managed to break through and become the full power one. Okay, and the best thing about this Broly is actually 3 interchangeable head. Okay, let me repeat, 3 interchangeable heads. Okay, not face, is heads, complete heads. So this is why it attracts me to get this figure, because at the very beginning they just show this head, which I think is pretty lame for them to make such a variant of Broly. But eventually they show more head like this one and this one, then I know that I just got to have him in my collections. Okay, so let's take a look at this face first. So this is the mild-mannered power down Broly before he get pissed and he become strong. Okay, so he looks very good, as you can see. In a way, he does remind me of Yamcha. Not sure about you guys, so let's see. I think the face scar is slightly sculpted. I can feel the lines there. Okay, but he's looking very good. Okay, and again the hair, I think it will actually hinder much of the articulations. Can't really look up. Okay, and then we have the slightly angled one, and the reason why I say I love this head is because if you look close enough at the eyeball, you can see the, I'm not sure whether you can actually focus. The eyeball is not just fully black. It's like the can't really tell. It's like it's not fully colored in red as well. It's like they are, you know, the moment someone got crazy and they got this kind of eyes, they actually painted it quite well. Not sure whether it focus on the camera, if you can see it. I just love it, and the open mouth expression is very good. My god, you can really feel his anger over there. Okay, and lastly, this one is something more like the full powered one, except that I think his hair is still yellow instead of turning green. Okay, let's take a look. This one. Okay, maybe we can do a comparison once I review this guy here. So this is as close as it can be to become the full powered Broly. Yeah, so it's looking very good as well. I'm not sure whether this is the same hair, just changing it to yellow. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's the same hair, just that they changed it to the paint it to the yellow one. Okay, so I will try it to you guys now to actually put on the necklace and put on this head. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And then once he changed into this one, he's still having it, I suppose, because he have not gone out of control yet. And when he turned into this guy, I'm not sure whether he's still having this or not. I need to rewatch the movie. Okay, yep, but in the pictures on the box, it doesn't seem that he's still having it already. It doesn't show much. Yep, I will check it out once I watch it again and let you guys know. Maybe this is already broken once it turned to this form. Okay, so it's looking very good. And one thing about it is that there's no interchangeable faces, because I think they think that 3 head is more than enough for us to ask for. So there's no interchangeable face for each of the heads. So they come with a fixed heads. Faces. Okay. Okay, so I already have my answer right here. You can tell that the two black hair actually goes through the necklace, the collar, they call it the collar, while this one just goes straight onto the neck. So this collar already broken when he turned this Super Saiyan form. They already tell us that. Okay, and they also mention about the movable waistband. They call it a movable waistband. And also this one does, I did mention just now, it can be removed and reattach it as well. Okay. Okay, so for the size comparison, I will compare him with the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, as well as the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and they are all from the same series for this Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. And next, of course, I'll compare him with the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, which I just reviewed recently, as well as the what do you call him, Whis. And right up next, I'll compare him with the original Broly, because I haven't opened the full power yet, so I believe the size should be pretty much the same. Okay, then we have the evil Boo. Okay, right up next, I'll compare him with other unrelated characters from not from Dragon Balls, but of different brands, so we'll see how big this guy is. So we have the Marvel Legends War Machine Mark 4. Oh, sorry, is it Mark 6? Yeah, I say Mark 6 here, which is supposed to be pretty big for Marvel Legends already, but he's still smaller than this guy. And then we have the Mesco Sovereign Knight Batman, which looks very tiny as compared to this Broly here. And lastly, we have this Mayfax Venom, which looks like a kid beside him. And then we have the NECA Predator, which I got quite some time ago. Okay, this pretty much can scale with him. And lastly, of course, we have the big guy from Storm Collectibles, Zangief. Yep, wow, I can't believe he's as tall as Zangief here. Of course, counting the hair. Yep, but the size, of course, Zangief is much bigger. Okay, so my final verdict for this guy, man, this is hard. I want to give him a perfect 10, but somehow something just seems to be missing for this guy, so I'm actually giving him a 9 out of 10. Yep, so maybe it's the feeling of you don't need to have this if you have the full power Broly already. This is what I felt when this was announced, but now that I have him, I actually feel that besides being a completist in Dragon Ball collection as I am, if you are just a Broly fans, you really need to pick this up. I'm totally recommending it. And also, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but this figure is also worth for you to pick up 3. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy, I know, but each of these head, I feel that they really deserve a body of its own, you see. So you can really do the transitions from the mild-mannered Broly, then slightly anger, and then the angry ones, and of course lastly is the full power. So you can really see the transition if you have 3 or 4 of these, you know. So it will look very, very cool. So yep, it's a little crazy because this guy is not really cheap, but I'm really thinking of getting another 2 right now. But I'll be crazy to do that because I'm really running out of space in my cabinets for the Dragon Ball alone. So but yeah, so this guy is really, really good. I mean, wow, I mean, it's a really solid release from SH Figuarts. Well done. Okay, so yep, I'm totally recommending it. And of course, if you have the budget, I will actually ask you to get 3 of it, because I really think they deserve a body of its own. You just look at the head sculpt of each of these, is really, really nice, man. Wow. Okay, so but I'm still giving him a 9 out of 10. Somehow something is missing. Maybe it's the lack of accessories. Yeah, but I don't know what else he can be given as well. So yeah, that's all for my review for this guy here. So I'm recommending it. Go get it, guys. If you still can grab it at any retail, it's totally worth it. And yep, hope you like my review so far. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course leave me any comments that you'd like to ask about this guy. And subscribe to my channel if you have I mean if you like my content so far in my channel. And I'll speak to you real soon. Bye.